So what's going on YouTube? It's Mike here. This week I'm at VidCon 2014 and I'm with Jon Esposito of macmixing, Keaton Keller of TechSmartt,
Ty. My channel is Ty's iHelp.
Lamarr Wilson, Austin Evans, Lew from Unbox Therapy, Jonathan from TLD Today. And so today, actually this week, we're here with him at VidCon 2014 and we wanted to get his opinions on this iPhone 6 mock-up / dummy. So I'm gonna hand it off to you, Ty. So tell me, what do you think about the design?
I have the case that fits around this. This is a mock-up that they put the case around, right, to make the fold. This feels crazy because this feels like an iPod Touch, but just like huge.
I've seen one of these. I have one of these. I have one of the 5.5 inch versions too.
So right off the bat here, the 4.7 inch, I'm a big fan of this. I think if this is priced at according price point, it'll be the biggest seller.
I like that it's the 4.7 inch because it fits really nice in the hand like the Android phones.
It's super thin. That's actually really nice to see.
I think it's a decent size. Like this might be that sort of good fit between a super large screen and something that you can still use with one hand.
I mean, screen size, this is what they're gonna do. I have a hard time believing they're gonna release the 5.5.
I like it. I think, like, I've loved the iPod Touch 5's design. I've said that's my favorite design of any Apple product, so this is awesome. I think it's the right way to go.
Yeah, this is a 4.7 inch version. I favor the Moto X quite a bit. I used it for like 6 months straight. I actually completely ditched iOS to use the Moto X exclusively because of the form factor. It was very compact. The screen size is 4.7 inches, which is the exact same screen size that the iPhone 6 is rumored to have.
If there's a difference between the 4.7 inch and the 5.5, initially I love the feel of it. It's very reminiscent to an iPod Touch 5th generation. Touch ID is a big component that I love on my current 5S. So just overall, I love the feeling of it. I think the screen size is a noticeable upgrade.
I like the screen. Looks really thin, and it's cute. No, really. I'm hoping they don't come out with that big 5.5. That one is ugly. I don't want 5.5 anything. But yeah. But this, no, it actually looks nice. Let me get my phone out. Oh yeah. I would rather have this.
Thinness is nice. Obviously the weight it's a dummy. It's kind of hard to say, but I feel like this could be about roughly the actual weight of the real phone.
The actual, yeah.
I can't see it being like hugely thicker or hugely more heavy anyway.
A couple of things that I don't really like so much are the protruding camera, but I'm pretty sure everyone's going to say that. It's super thin, which is a positive thing.
Absolutely.
I think everybody likes thin. Thinner is usually better, but that may come at the expense of battery life, which is something I'm worried about, since I'm not too impressed with the battery life on the current iPhone, and this one's even thinner than that. Current iPhone right here, compared with the new one.
You can just see,
But for me, anywhere between 4.7 and 5.1 is like the sweet spot for screen size.
I almost think that 5.5 mock-up is just a little bit too much.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
At that point, I'm gonna reach for a Nexus 7 or an iPad Mini, and like I said, 4.7 to 5.1 is the ideal thing for me.
I think they need to make it bigger. Like, I'm so used to using a Galaxy now. Like, I switched back to my iPhone, and it's so hard to go back to that smaller screen. It's just like typing on it so much easier.
Right.
It's just better to have a bigger screen. And I really like how much thinner that is too.
Right.
Then you get into phablet territory when you get like 5 inches or above or something like that. Like
That's what you said about the 5.5, right?
Yeah, it's just way too large. I just think I don't know.
4.7. You'd say 4.7 is good for you, right?
Yes, it's for some people. You know, having that screen size for some people. But I personally prefer this form factor, and the extra width helps you hold it a little better than the 4-inch iPod Touch, which has the same kind of design. You know, the tapered edges.
Right.
That's a little thinner, so it makes it a little harder to grip. I think this is just it's solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that this design would work well with this screen size. About this, the design of this, I'm not a fan of the antenna bands. I like the iPod Touch, form factor or whatever.
Right.
I think this is going to be a winner. I hope it's real.
And I like where the sleep-wake switch is placed. It's easy, it's tactile, and I think iOS 8 would run beautifully on here.
See that? I want this. Make it happen, Apple.
So what do you think?
Can I actually take this one? No? Okay.
So what do you think of, if you didn't notice, the power button's on the side now, and the camera lens sticks out?
That doesn't bother me. No, because I'll put it in a case anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like the iPod Touch, you know, the camera lens sticks out from it because
Yeah,
it's so thin.
that doesn't bother me.
So the power button is now on the side, so I definitely like that. So I can actually kind of, it's a natural place for the grip. Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
One thing I really don't like though, really don't like, is that the camera protrudes. So you probably won't be able to see from here, but
It comes out of the phone.
Yeah, it actually sticks out a fair bit from the phone, and that's not really cool. It was the same way with the iPod Touch, and you know, it's whatever on the iPod Touch. I mean, I don't really use it, so it's not a huge deal for me. But an iPhone is something I might use, and if it's got this,
you have that fear of it maybe dropping or cracking.
I
or
feel
just
scratching,
yeah,
and it's just
exactly.
and it's like catching stuff on your pocket. It's just not really a smart move. Like
It's not practical.
If I was like designing this phone, I would have just made it slightly thicker so that the camera is flush, and maybe put a little bit more battery or something in there. That's the only thing I would have changed. But otherwise, I feel like it's a good sized phone. Maybe the bezels are a little bit big, but
So it's slightly larger in overall footprint, so that'll probably mean a slightly larger battery as well. But still, I wouldn't mind having a slightly thicker phone if it meant improved battery life.
I mean, things that we can't see from the dummy, that might be a game changer. Obviously, like the sapphire screen, and crystal display. We got fans. This guy's
Fans cheering us on.
cheering him right now. He's big time.
So do you think Apple will follow through with the whole design of the
Yeah, I
6?
think it's what they're gonna do, but I don't think they're gonna do two different sizes of phones. I really don't.
I didn't think either. 4.7 and 5.5.
I just don't see them doing that, but they're definitely gonna make a bigger screen. They have to.
For sure.
Yeah.
To follow with Android.
Yeah.
I know you have the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So do you think Apple will follow through with it? You know.
Yeah.
So do you think Apple's ultimately gonna follow through in September with what this looks like?
It's an innovator die, and if they don't make a screen bigger or add enough benefits to it to where consumers want to go ahead and pick up the latest device from Apple, I could see it losing a big share from Apple's market share in the space.
So do you think Apple's gonna follow through with this whole idea of the iPhone 6?
Yeah, I think this is going to happen. I don't think the 5.5 is going to happen, but this is the next evolution. This is going to happen.
Do you think Apple will follow through with it?
I think they will. I think this is, I mean, all the leaks have shown that this is going to be the iPhone. I can't see it being that different. And it makes sense. Everything about this makes sense. Like, nothing jumps out at me like, oh, Apple would never do that.
Right.
It seems like the legit iPhone 6.
So do you think Apple's gonna fully follow through with this mock-up, or?
It won't be exact. I mean,
not exact details, obviously, but do you think this is the basic idea?
more or less. Everyone pretty much agrees that they're going to need a bigger form factor, a bigger screen size.
Right.
They've been sort of reluctant to move into that space, but it seems like a popular space, so it would be pretty hard to believe that they don't move into a form factor somewhat similar to this.
Do you think Apple's going to follow through with this design? I mean, it's a little bit different from what we've had in the past, so do you think this is it?
I think, they're going to refine it. It looks a little sloppy.
Well, yeah, obviously a dummy would, but do you think this is the basic concept?
Yeah, I think it's going to look very similar to more like an iPod Touch.
Yeah. So you guys could go check him out, youtube.com/Ty's iPhone Help. You can also check out his vlog channel, youtube.com/TyMoss.
Check it out.
Check him out. Thanks again, Ty.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. youtube.com/macmixing. Dom, I thank you once again for coming in on this interview. youtube.com/tech.
Thanks again, Mike.
Sure. Thanks, Keaton.
Thank you. Okay.
You guys can go check him out. youtube.com/Lamarr Wilson.
I'm sorry. Here we go.
Thank you. Okay. youtube.com/Austin Evans. Thanks again, Austin. See you around. youtube.com/Unbox Therapy. Thanks again, Lou.
Yeah, no problem.
youtube.com/tldtoday. Go check them out. Thanks again, John. See you, brother.